The penetrometer test tells us the depth to compaction in a soil. Most roots for standard crop plants can't penetrate soils that have pressures of 300 pounds per square inch or more of pressure required to penetrate the soil. So for this simple tool, this is an Agritronics penetrometer. Has two dials on it, one for a small tip and one for a larger tip, which you just decide to use based on how firm the soil is on site. And the dial tells you basically under 200, between 200 and 300 psi, and then over 300 psi. The penetrometer has 3-inch marker lines along the shaft, which you use to sort of tell where you are. It's a little bit of it's kind of like driving, learning to use this, because you have to scan a lot of different things at once. But basically the way to use it is you place it on the soil surface. You want to make sure you can see those lines, and you're applying a steady pressure, and you're looking at the line and the dial and the line and the dial and the line of the dial at the same time, basically going back and forth. So I'm getting, as I was passing the 3-inch mark there, I was at about 100 pounds per square inch. So you continue applying steady pressure and you're looking at the dial. I'm at 200 now as I go past 6 inches, and then about 210 as I go past 9. As we're hitting 12, I'm at about 250, and I'm encountering a little bit of resistance from gravel, it feels like. As we go to 15, I'm up at 300 now, and I can't push the penetrometer any farther down. So I will take 3 readings for the growers. I usually throw out a reading where I hit a rock pretty early on in the process. If a soil tends to have a lot of rocks all at the same level, then we just have to live with that as our reading. But I'll give them the average of those 3 readings, which is generally a better indicator than any one individual reading, since soil is variable. And it's important for the grower to know where, if they have a plow pan, if there's like a zone of the soil where the PSI is 300 or over, because that's the pressure at which roots can't penetrate. And then I also like to flag readings of 250 and over, because such a small percentage of crop roots can penetrate it at 250.